This week on Rams 360.
5 drives, 5 scores, Stafford surgical, and LA is blowing out Arizona.
Be able to force, the opponent into their silent cadence and get that place rocking. That'd be big.
I told him, I actually made a joke. I said, whenever you stop, I'm done. So it's up to you.
All this and more on Rams 360.
It's off and white today. It's off and white. Ain't nobody else can matter. We are the best. Dominate. Dominate. Let's go, baby. Rams on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, it's a sea of red here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The first of 2 meetings between these NFC West rivals.
From the jump, out-compete, out-execute. Out-compete, out-execute all day.
Turn me up, baby. Let's do it.
When you are as good as the Rams, you can play as good as the Rams. It's never about the opponent. That's a nameless, faceless object that you're going against.
Another great opportunity to sin. It's always been about us. Punch somebody in the mouth first and punch them off.
Bring your best game, get after Arizona, run it up, have fun.
Let's get that ball early, man.
Week 14 is on the way. The Cardinals and the Rams. Stafford sets up in the gun. Clean pocket, steps up and deals with some heat. Oh, what a catch by Nacua. Somehow plucked it out of the air. A miraculous catch by Puka, first down.
Really pleased with our group. Offensively, I thought we established really good rhythm from the start. The run game was outstanding. They came out ready to go.
Corum veers to his left, gets around the corner, shoved out with 1st and goal. He continues to be explosive in the ground game. 3.5 tight ends in formation because Puka is the lone receiver. He goes in motion. Handoff, Corum veers to his left. He lowers his pads and punches it in. Blake Corum, touchdown LA.
Offensive line, they did a phenomenal job. And then, when we're 13 personnel, our tight ends, they're blocking their tails off. And receivers are blocking. It just makes, my job, a lot easier. So, man, it's a credit to everyone.
Let's go, D.
Rams on defense, protecting a 10-7 lead. Brissett, back to pass on 3rd down. Can't find a target. He is sacked. Kobe Turner completes the drill.
I think there's an uptick in our urgency. We always bring the energy. We always have the focus. But I think we are a little bit more urgent this week. And that's something that we're going to look to continue to carry throughout the rest of the season.
Chest high, Stafford has it, looks middle, and it's a one-handed catch by Puka, brought in at the 4-yard line.
When we're at our best, we're dictating the terms and spreading the ball around. Thought we had a great plan coming into the day, obviously executed it really well, in and out of the huddle, great communication, and then our guys up front, they own the line of scrimmage.
The Rams run it right down the middle and put it in the paint. Touchdown Kyron Williams, and the Rams take the lead.
Guys are executing. Kyron and Blake are really running hard. I think they're pressing it. They're understanding exactly what the intent is. The offensive line, it's the tight ends, it's the receivers. The run game takes all 11.
And that's what you're looking for there as a Rams offense.
Stafford layers one deep right. Puka's got it. This man is catching everything. Stafford cannot miss when he fires at Puka Nacua.
He had opportunities, and I tried to put the ball in a good place, and he made some great plays like he always does. I got total trust in everybody. Puka did that today. It could be anybody the next day, and that's the fun part about playing in this offense is wherever the coverage tells me to go with the football, I'm going to try and go there with it.
Stafford wings one, middle, leaping catch. Puka breaks a tackle. He carries Will Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown Rams.
What a throw there. Stafford is on his game today.
It felt good, the way we were executing on offense. The ability to get in the end zone and some of that, I feel like I've mentioned before, we watch Tay every time we get in the red zone, but also the mindset he's put in our minds throughout the week is something that has definitely carried over to the game.
Yeah, 12!
Thought Matthew had great command. I thought he played excellent. I thought he did a great job of, distributing the ball. I thought he made some big-time throws.
Helmet high snap, looking left, throws middle. It's caught! It's a touchdown! Colby Parkinson! drives, 5 scores, Stafford surgical, and LA is blowing out Arizona. Back to pass again. 3rd down and long, intercepted! Picked off! It's the Landman!
Yeah, Landman!
Nate takes it away, and the whole defense runs down to celebrate.
He works so hard, you know what I'm saying? He always punches the ball out and stuff like that, and finally he got the interception that he was working so hard for, man. I love to see him be successful like that, so like celebrating with him, those are the moments we ground for, we practice for.
You could just see the amount of energy that all of those guys, obviously all of us guys, we love Nate. He's a great leader, he's a great player. He just brings so much positive energy to this team.
4 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and now an interception. The addition of the offseason on defense, he does it all. Short set, a ball fake. He wheels, he deals, jumping at the 5. It's Puka again! On one play, a 31-yard strike. Puka Nacua with a new career high in touchdowns.
A hell of a football player. To watch him do his thing. He's a physical player. Try to put in some good spots for him, and he does unbelievable stuff. You know, coming down with the football, contested catches.
Matthew does not miss. Late Corum behind Matthew Stafford. Stretch him right. Veers back left into daylight. Blake Corum hit him with the horsepower down the left side for a touchdown. 48 yards on one play. It's a laugher in the deserts.
We love competing, and really just the running back room in general. You know, we're all super close. We all want to see each other succeed.
Rams run away with a 45-17 victory over the Arizona Cardinals here at State Farm Stadium.
250 on the ground, you can't feel no better, man. Big dogs, you know what it is, man. We're back home next week, baby.
They're 10-3. Huge collision against the Detroit Lions next week.
Coming up next on Rams 360.
Hey, who coaching them linebackers like that? Who coaching them linebackers like that? Let go, 2. Turn me up, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all boys. Let's go, D. Hey, Nico. Hey, area. Hey! Yeah! Good boy.
Here's another shotgun snap. Stafford wings one, middle, leaping catch at the 5. Puka breaks a tackle. He carries Will Johnson into the end zone.
Yeah, 12!
The best football coaches and the best football players in the world are able to adjust and adapt to what the game has become, not what you have studied through the week. Sometimes what you've studied through the week is exactly what you get, which is true, but we're getting it with a lot more screens and a lot more physicality.
Ah! I love Shula. I love Chris Shula. 1 second? What you mean 1 second, ref? Nah.
From 63, Ryland's right-footed boots is leaking oil, and it is no good.
Hey, you see me, man? No! Let's get that ball. We still ain't got that ball yet, man. So get that ball, man. Hey, it's time to get that ball. Hey, boys, just build on that truck.
So there's a backup in there protecting Brissett as he's back to pass again. 3rd down and long, intercepted, picked off. It's the Landman at the 30. Nate takes it away, and the whole defense runs down to celebrate.
Yeah, Landman! Hey, who coaching them linebackers like that? Who coaching them linebackers like that? Oh, false start. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to pick who? Pick me or pick him? Yeah, Omar! That's a bad spot. Me too.
First down.
He wheels, he deals, jumping at the 5. It's Puka again!
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, Will.
Ah! That's a sack! I said, get up on me!
Gain to 0, sack. Had that.
Corum behind Matthew Stafford in the home position. They'll stretch him right. Veers back left into daylight. Blake Corum hit him with the horsepower.
Straight, Blake! Straight, Blake! Go, Blake! Ah! You look like me out there, boy. You hard. You hard. Hey, man, you might be.
I'm trying to hunt, man.
Hey, man. Good to see you, brother. Much love, dog.
I thought Blake articulated it really well in his post-game presser about how they positively push each other, but they support each other. It's a special group, and I think that room is a reflection of what's special about this team as well.
You are watching Rams 360.
Well, happy Victory Monday, everyone, and welcome back to the Coach McVay Show presented by Microsoft Surface, Copilot, plus PC. I'm JB Long with the head coach of your Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. And we don't always start on this note, but how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing better, I should say.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
you know, starting to be able to eat a little bit, but it was a good, challenging weekend. You know, but what I will say is, most importantly, my wife, little boy are doing good, and I was just really pleased with the overall approach of the team. You know, the maturity, just such a cool reflection of great coaches, great players, you know, and being able to operate in your absence. You know, there's a part of you, you're like, man, it's awesome to see that they just, you know, do better without you. And then you're kind of like, where I don't really have much value
Just
here.
a little bit humbling, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
a lot humbling, but in a very cool way.
You know, I'm reminded that Colby Parkinson is still only 26.
That's wild.
4th touchdown of the season yesterday. What do you think has defined his growth in year 2 in your ecosystem?
Well, I think you're just looking at a guy that's just more present, more enjoying the opportunity. I think trusting himself. I think he feels really believed in and supported, which is the truth. You know, whether it be by his teammates, by his coaches. I think you're seeing a guy that is very settled in his life overall. He's got great faith. He's got a great wife and, you know, beautiful baby, another baby on the way. And, you know, I think you're just looking at a really settled person, very still and at peace and really just present, enjoying the opportunity that this is a blessing. It's never a burden. And I'm watching a guy just continue to, you know, just play the way that he's capable of, be so accountable where there can be improvements, but man, playing really well and doing a tremendous job influencing and affecting our game and our team in the right way.
You know, going back to the signing of Davante, I thought one of the biggest benefits for this year's offense could be the volume of pre-snap motion for your tight ends, for Puka, because you got, you know, an X who can flat out win from a stationary position. To what extent has that been the case, that others have benefited from his isolated ability?
Oh, it's huge. You know, I mean, you look at the touchdown that Colby had. He draws the double, and now Colby's got leverage in a man coverage running with Baker, you know, and it's an unbelievable job by Matthew to be able to say no quickly and yes to Colby, but he affects and influences coverage, obviously what he's done in the red zone, but a guy that can win the ISOs, and he's special. You know, he draws. I think the thing that doesn't show up is, you know, that they should have a stat for is all the PIs he's drawn or all the penalties. You know, he ends up getting the illegal contact on the double move that he, you know, beats Johnson pretty good on. But he's been special, and I think he's also brought a leadership. He came into this locker room with such respect, but the way that he handles himself day in and day out, the respect that he commands by his daily presence is both on and off the field, and he's a stud. I'm really grateful for him.
Get out of here, man.
No, I appreciate
Go get
you,
your
man.
team and your family. Cannot wait for this week on
Let's
and off
go.
the field. All the best to
Big
all
one.
the McVays. All right, for Sean McVay, I'm JB. Thank you for joining us for the Coach McVay Show, presented by Microsoft Surface, Copilot plus PC. Because you'd be willing to go again next year and beyond if he is?
I'm willing to do this as long as maybe we'll just, I told him, I actually made a joke. I said, whenever you stop, I'm done. So it's up to you.
Coming up next on Rams 360.
As you know, huge game this Sunday at SoFi Stadium. The Detroit Lions are in town to face the 10-win Rams, who are right now leading the NFC. So we know we had to deliver a big-time guest on this week's Rams Revealed. Here's our conversation with Davante Adams. Well, good to sit with you, Davante, especially coming off a 10th win. What do you make of that victory at Arizona?
I mean, it was in the NFL, every victory you got to be grateful for and appreciate and celebrate. So obviously it wasn't the most taxing one for us, but you know, that's an NFL football team. So anytime you go out there and get a dub, it's a great feeling.
Here's a cool one. At this point in time, 35 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. 2 quarterbacks in league history have had that ratio going into Week 15, Rodgers and Stafford. I think we talked this summer about how you helped Aaron win an MVP in his age 37 and 38 season. You link up with Matthew at that juncture in his life. What would it mean to you if you are able to get him into that circle?
I mean, I wouldn't want to necessarily take credit for that. I think
a share of it.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome to be a part of, but that's something that he earned and that he's gone out there and done all that work. So, you know, I've caught a few touchdowns, but to be honest, half of those touchdowns were just kind of placed in my hand from the quarterback. So, yeah, as much as I'd like to take credit, I can't really take too much for that one.
A-Rod's still going at 42. Any reason Matthew Stafford couldn't, shouldn't?
No, there's no reason why he couldn't or shouldn't, and I'm working on that now.
Because you'd be willing to go again next year and beyond if he is?
I'm willing to do this as long as maybe we'll just, I told him, I actually made a joke. I said, whenever you stop, I'm done. So it's up to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at some of the all-time greats like Larry Fitzgerald, Marvin Harrison, you know, Chris Carter, Isaac. Like, that's kind of the company you're keeping these days. And those guys play deep into their 30s, if not more.
Yeah.
Is it one of those, as long as my body will let me do the things that I love to do at a high level, or you have too much golf to play to go that far?
You know, I plan on playing golf till I'm about 95, 96. So I don't think that'll get in the way. We got plenty of time to golf still. No, I'm gonna give this thing, as long as I'm still loving it the way that I do now, which I can't imagine that'll really ever change. But as long as I got that and I got the health, then, you know, we'll see.
Am I correct that Sean would not be a very good golfer?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think any head coach should be good at golf.
Yeah.
Because
time conflict.
Yeah, either you played your whole. That's the only way. If you played as a kid or something like that, maybe, you know, you can get away with being good. But at this point, it just shows me you're not that serious about coaching if you're that good at golf.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time at this stage of the season, this stage of your career. It's been something I've been looking forward to, and I know we're all glad that you're not a wholesale type of receiver.
No doubt, we're here.
Hamburgers, or are we having steak?
Oh, don't let my wife watch this.
That is, she big, well done.
Yeah, and I give her,
Be better.
I hassle her all the time about the hockey pucks.
Stay tuned for more Rams 360.
Is beer an answer we can use?
Oh, don't let my wife watch this.
All right, everybody, welcome back to QB One-on-One. I'm Matthew Stafford, the host. We've got a great one here today. One of the longest tenured Rams, and the leader in receptions, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, anything you'd want from a tight end in Rams history, Tyler Higbee. Tyler Higbee joining us today. And for today's trivia, absolutely, we're playing Food Feud, which is going to be tough to say over and over again, but hopefully I only have to say it once. And we will be quizzed on some of what the Rams fans and what the nation thinks. You know, the popular answers to food surveys, similar to a Family Feud, but we're going Food Feud. Best of 5. You ready to go?
Food Feud.
Let's do it. All right, Higgs, the first question we got is, what is the most popular food item at SoFi Stadium? Are you going to have any idea?
Does this have to be a solid?
Yeah, right. Is beer an answer we can use? It does have carbs. And I guess I'm assuming locker room peanut butter and jellies are not what we're looking for.
Right.
What is sold at concessions?
Okay, sold at concessions. A
Okay,
solid,
thank
most
you.
popular food item. I mean, I have no idea what they serve. I have not eaten.
Dodger dog.
So
This could be because I have children answer, but
yeah, I mean, I thought about that too if you're thinking the same thing. All right. Here are our best guesses. 1, 2, 3. Chicken fingers. I got nachos.
I was gonna go with nachos.
All right, so we're both wrong. Hot dogs. Dodger dog would have been the bet. We're 0 for
Should have
1.
known.
Since 2001, what is the most common Gatorade bath color in the Super Bowl? Gosh, since 2001? Is that like when they started tracking, I'd imagine?
Now, is this one a liquid or a solid?
This is a liquid.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
All right. So we're saying a color here, right? All right. I mean, I got no idea.
I feel like I know the answer, so I'm going out on a limb here.
All right. 1, 2, 3. What do you got? Oh, we both said blue.
It's actually orange.
That was my second guess. All right. Love this show. Love hosting. That's all the time we have today. Appreciate you coming on, Higgs. And until next time, I'll see you guys around for the next episode of QB One-on-One.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for more Rams 360.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos.